Hello. This tutorial is on how to use Zoom's breakout rooms. I want to start by apologizing that this video will go well over the 3-minute time limit that I set for myself. And I also want to apologize that I didn't have any human participants who are willing to let me go through all my takes and retakes. You can see I've been working on this almost an hour already. But luckily, some of my daughter's friends were available and willing to help me out. So we're going to be meeting and breaking out with Minnie, Mickey, Big Bird, and my alternate persona, Casey, today. So my left-hand screen is the host screen running the meeting, and my right-hand screen is Casey's screen, who is acting as participant. I want you to be able to see both sides. So let's do a breakout room. Breakout rooms can be found under the Breakout Rooms button, or if your screen is a little smaller like mine, it might actually hide under that More button, so look there if you can't find it. When you open Breakout Rooms, it's going to give you a few options. You get to choose how many rooms you want, and whether you want to automatically have your participants assigned into groups, which will randomize who goes where, or if you want to manually assign them, so you get to handpick where they go. I'm going to use that as our demonstration today because within that, you'll see what the automatic assignment looks like. So we're going to create our breakout rooms. When we get in here, there are a couple of things to note. Down at the bottom, you do have a few options. You have an options menu that I recommend you look through and see if any of those are of interest to you. You can recreate any of the breakout rooms by replacing the ones that you've put in here. This might work good after you've already done a round. You can add a room if you decided you forgot something, and we'll be opening all rooms momentarily. Now with the breakout rooms themselves, when you hover over, you have the option to rename, delete, and then assign your participants. I'm actually going to rename my rooms so my participants know what it is they're supposed to be doing today. Now that I've named my rooms by the topics I want my participants to discuss, let's put some people in there. So when you click on the Assign button, you're going to see all of your participants appear in alphabetical order. So you can simply handpick who it is you would like to be in each room. Now this is what it would have looked like had we automatically assigned our participants, except they might have ended up different places, and of course we would have still had to have renamed the rooms once we got in there. So now that we have our participants in our rooms, let's go ahead and open them. When we open our rooms, you're going to notice that my screen changed slightly on the left, where now I can join any of the rooms that I created. And if I hover over a name, I'm going to see that if I needed to move somebody, I put them in the wrong spot that I can. On the participant side, they're going to have the option now to go ahead and join the breakout room. So let's get our participants in there. Now that my participants are in their rooms, you'll notice that they're having conversations by themselves that I can't actually see. Casey and Mickey are the only two in this room right now. So let me join them and see how their conversation is going. So I've popped into Casey and Mickey's room, and now we're all able to have a conversation. When I'm finished here and I'd like to pop into the other room, I simply need to go to More, Breakout Rooms, and I can join the room that is working on the stay-at-home challenges. So as you can see from the right-hand screen, I've left Casey and Mickey's room, and now I'm with Big Bird and Minnie. So when we're ready to come back together and discuss everything, all we have to do is go to More Breakout Rooms and click Close Rooms again. However, before we do that, I just want to offer a word of advice. If you're working with a group and you want to make sure that you're going back and forth and having conversations and monitoring what it is that they're talking about, you need to be aware that unless you change your settings on Zoom.us, they might be able to leave the breakout room and return to the main session without you actually putting them there. So as you're thinking about those classroom management techniques, that is something just to keep in mind. Right now you can see that Casey has populated the main room alone, but if you're working with a bigger group, of course, more students can go ahead and do this. Maybe it's something you want to keep open, and maybe it isn't. So once you're ready for everybody to go back to the main session, you can click Close All Rooms, and it will return everybody back together. Now you don't have to let the fun stop there. You can always go back. You can put everybody back in. You've got the options to move people to a different room or even exchange them with a different person so that you can mix things up again. You can recreate rooms and all the existing rooms will be replaced. So you can do a lot of different neat things with this feature. So play with it. Find some willing participants, stuffed or otherwise, and I hope you have fun.